So I was in the pub last night, and got asked if I could make some more explanation videos, so a little bit more of the techie side of things. So basically, how to build chatbots, how to get a domain name, things like this. So I thought I thought put something together and actually get this training all set for you, right? So you know exactly what you're doing on every step of the way. So let's get started on these ones with building out your chatbot. Okay, so this will have a template at the end of it. Obviously, the chatbot is going to be working fully. So what I'm going to do is we'll actually add Active Campaign at the moment because obviously we're waiting for Groove to come in there. Right. So first things first, let's just share my screen. Right, and let's jump over to Active Campaign first. So Active Campaign. Set up your Active Campaign account. Really simple. You just go in to Active Campaign itself. Let's say would you like to join. I believe you get a little bit of free time on it. So my login is Funnel Templates. Doesn't want to let us have. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to start a free trial. I want to log in. Let's just see if we can type an Active Campaign. Right, and there we go. Right, so as you'll see, I've lost the biggest part of my Active Campaign because I've moved them all over into Groove. So the first thing you can do when you come to Active Campaign is you're actually going to create a list. So on this list, we're going to have test. And the list URL is going to be https chatammo.com. Right, obviously this will be your own list of things. Now, when you send out your Active Campaign, it's exactly the same as Groove. What you need to do is you need to put a load of your own personal information in there. Now, this isn't going to be a very in-depth Active Campaign one, and I am going to also put up a post by David Lemon on how to set up your Groove because very shortly will be coming. So this is a test account, and we'll add that there now. Right, so once that's added there now, so we've got test, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to go down into settings. All right, now once we're in settings, we're going to go down here and we're going to go to developer, and we're going to populate a new API key. Right, so reset API key, and as you can see here, we've got all the bits here. So we're going to go into Chatammo. I'm going to go into the API channels, and I'm just going to flee down here. Obviously, it's exactly the same for every other email autoresponder. And very shortly, Groove will be in there. We're not too sure on which way. So as you can see, I've already got some Active Campaigns done. Now, every time I make up a new list, I must make up a new API key, right? It's just so that they can both communicate with each other. So this one is test, test latest. I will be getting sort of this very shortly. And the Active Campaign URL is this one right here. Let's just copy that. And the Active Campaign API key is copy API key. I'm going to go in here and we're going to paste that straight in there. Right, so let's save that. And successful. Right, so next what we want to do is we want to go into the actual page we're going to be working on. So we'll scroll down, go into Bot Manager. And within Bot Manager, we're going to go to where we at? General Settings. Once we get into General Settings, we'll scroll down here in Active Campaign. Now, it's still going to have some of the old Active Campaign in there. Just scroll down a little bit. As you can see, test latest, right? So this is the new API that we'll put in. None of these other APIs will work, so don't bother. It just keeps a track of all of them so you know where we're at. So now we know that these people, whoever signs up, is going to go onto this list right here, right? So that's our list already sorted. Now then, what we can do, obviously within that list, we'll build a flow. So let's just quickly go into how you build a flow. So we're going to go back here and I'm going to go into automations. Right, now in automations, exactly the same as what we went through with Groove the other day. We're just going to put in create an automation. And from this create an automation, I'm going to just start from scratch because it's easy enough. Right, and continue with that. I'm going to add a start trigger. Now the start trigger we want, start trigger that we want is subscribes to list because we've just made up the list. So the list we want is test. And we'll only want to run this once, right? Segment the contacts when entering this automation. We don't really need to do that. There's no need to start segmenting them. Now, from this, what we can then decide to do is send them an email. So create an email to get started. Email name. This is not for your contacts. It's just for you. So you have day one entered and create that. And then you're going to get your actual email today. Right, so your email, you can choose any one of these designs that's already there. I normally just choose something simple. Now, email subject matter, the only thing that you've got to think about during your email, the subject is something that's going to get them to open up their email. So we'll put your new chat ammo account. Right, continue with that one. Bum, bum. Right, and then what we've got is logo, so we can change our logo, put a little picture in there. As you can see, I've got a couple already on here, nothing to flash. I'll just select that image, and there's your logo in. This one here, I'm just going to delete it, don't really need it. And yes, I'm sure. And we don't really want buy now. Obviously, you can keep that in if you want to. And then all we do is just write our email right here, right? So that's our first email set up. So when we've got that all done, click on next. Bum, bum, and the pre-header. Now, what I like to do, obviously, you've got to have all of your details that you had already filled out when you joined. And then what I like to do is I like to send a test email to myself just to make sure it's all working. Now, we already know that's working because it's all cool. Another important thing to do is always have an email from your own URL, right? So if you try and send out emails from Hotmail, Gmail, anything like this, you're not going to get an open rate. So as you'll see, it does a spam check and it's passed. That basically means I'm using one of these. So click on finish on that one. And then from here, save that. And then we would add a delay. All right. So then we'll do where we are, conditions and workflows. So we're going to wait a little while. So wait for a specific period of time. So we'll have 1 day wait. And then we just keep on adding emails. So we can send another email and we just do exactly the same thing, right? So that's your flow. And your flow is really simple. When you finish your flow, you click on active, right? You must remember to click on active. If you don't, and nothing will get sent out and you'll be wasting your list. So what we're going to do now, so we've got our email integration set up, already in there in Active Campaign. So it's going to be sent to test. And then we're going to do the bot flow builder. All right. Now, what you could do if you were sending that to test, if you're using Active Campaign for now, you could then start importing all of the people, right? So there is a way around it at the minute. It's a little bit clumpy, and it will be getting sorted out. But for now, we'll just say that we're using Active Campaign because it's simpler. But I am going to show you how to set up Grave and everything as well. Right. So first off, one thing we need is an action button. Right. So I'm going to put an action button in here, and this action button is going to tell it when to start. So this one here, we're going to have from the Get Started template. Now, Get Started template just basically means when you're on a Facebook page. So let's have a quick look. As you can see, I've got all my conversations that's been going on with Groove. So when you're on a Facebook page, starting from there, it's basically when they click send message, right? Now you can test out your flow by clicking on your send message and click test button, right? This is how you're going to test your flows all the way through. So we're going to name this flow. I'm going to call it Sean Mac Marketing Affiliate. Right. And we can also choose a sequence. So if we've already made up a sequence, we can click straight onto the sequence there. We haven't so far, so we don't need to worry about that. Now, also going to put a trigger. Now, there's no real need to put this trigger in as such. Just I like to do everything very much belts and braces. All right. So on the trigger, let's quickly join that. And the trigger will just have hello, hi, hey, hi, and I'll just do it. Now we need to have exact keyword match or string match. We'll just keep it as exact match. We're not too fussed on this particular one. Right, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to send these people over. Well, we want actually collecting their email first, right? So if they've come in via the button that we added, which I'm going to show you exactly how to add the button and whatnot, then we want to collect their information. So we're going to do that by using user input, right? The user input is massively important. Now, as you can see, we've also got the tracking in here as well now. We'll just add another feature as well today, but we'll go into that later. So you've got sent, you've got delivered, you've got subscribers, and you've got errors, right? So if there's any errors, they're going to show up right here. And we're going to ask a question. So the question is going to be, double click on this, and it's going to be a free keyboard input. And we'll just put, what is the best email to send you all of your free stuff? Right. Actually, we'll word that a little bit better. So we'll do a first name. So hi, first name. Right, just going to pull the user's first name up automatically for us. Thank you. You're joining us. Just in case we lose you, what is your best email address so we can send you access to our traffic training course? Right. So reply type is going to be email. We're going to attach an email quick reply. Now, what this means, it just means that we're going to be able to pull up their email address directly from Facebook. So there's no need for us to worry about any of that. We're going to select a custom field of email. Select it as a one, and we're going to assign a label if we want to. Now we can also assign email telephone sequence, right? We're not going to do that, right? Because there's no campaign found, because obviously we're not using SMTP. So what's going to happen is they're going to go straight off, and as soon as they enter in the email, we are going to also add them into our email list. So we're going to have 2 bangs for the buck, right? So next we're going to put text. Just put that in there. Oops, a daisy. We need final reply, and that needs to go to new post back. I knew it needed to go to new post back. Right, so new post back. Easiest way to find out what you can actually do is just drag the actual arrow out, and it's all cool. So this one's going to be got email address, and we still don't have a sequence, although we could make a sequence right now. And these new postbacks are really important. What these new postbacks actually are, it means that we can send messages directly from we can get people in anywhere that we want using postback. So anytime you see a postback, this is an entry point of what you can send somebody into. Now, I want to thank them for giving us the email. Thank you for your email. Please check your inbox and whitelist our email address. Right, in my case, our email, in case you can't find it, may have wound ended up in your spam. Please search for Sean at templates.net. Right, we're going to show type on display. We're going to put a slight little delay on that just so it feels a bit more comfortable for them. And then I'm going to pull in a sequence, right? Now this sequence, we're going to have starting just afterwards. So sequence name is going to be first flow. And this time zone and whatnot doesn't particularly matter, because what we're going to do is we're just going to use spacing by the way of hours and whatnot. So I'll just pick any sort of time zone at all. Messenger tag. You've got to choose a messenger tag. This is one of the Facebook rules, just to make sure you're doing everything legitimately. So account update. Let's just put done. Right, I always choose account update because it makes life so much easier. Right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send another message half an hour later. Right, so this one's going to be promotional. We're allowed to do promotional messages. And as you can see, if you want to do a smart delay or something like this, you can actually use the sequences. So once they come into here, they'll get this message, and I could have a smart delay of 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is. So with this one, I'm just going to put, let's do 30 minutes. Right, and in that 30 minutes, your postback is going to be 30 min. So done on that one. And what I'm going to say on this one is nice little text. I'm going to put just checking in that you managed to find your of training. Right. So just checking that you managed to find your first day of training. I'm also going to put a button here, which is actually going to lead them to that first day of training. All right. So this button here is going to lead directly to these. All right. So we've got day one right here. So it's that one there. So Control C. I'm just going to pop that straight in. All right. So on this button, double click. Get the button type is going to be URL. Just get the URL there. Right. So obviously that URL, we're going to keep on every time you see me put down Chat Ammo or whichever website I send them to, you want your own links in here. All right. So did they get onto the course? Yes, I'm in. So button type is going to be new post back. I'm going to put in course. And we're not going to put a sequence on that one because we're quite cool. And let's just put the new. I'll have text again. I would obviously jazz this up a little bit with some pictures, but I wouldn't go overboard on this one because this one's going to be very, very just getting them onto the course and whatnot. So it's awesome. The lifeblood of any digital marketing, especially affiliate marketing, is always to drive the traffic to your offers. Right. Awesome. That's awesome. That's right. Okay, so let's just do that. So that's the yes, I'm in. Then obviously we're going to have a no, not yet. Right. So let's just delete that one. What I'll do is we'll just put that one straight back into this button. Right. So we're going to take it there and we'll just drop it in that button there. Right. So they've got a yes and no answer there. Remember that will go there. So we've now finished our first little tiny baby flow. Right, so next we're going to do another sequence, but this one's going to be 23 hours afterwards. Right, so let's just go down here. And it's only going to let us go to 23 hours because obviously we're keeping within the promotional amount. So what we're then going to do is we're going to put 23 hours, done. And then we're going to have just checking. Did you manage to see the offer on the Chat Ammo software? Currently running a $1 trial, which will get your sales skyrocketing and also a whole load more training. Right, so skyrocketing and also get a load more training. So we're going to just okay that one. We're not going to bother putting a typing delay because obviously they're not going to see this up till 23 hours after they initially had contact with us. So we're then going to put a button and we're going to put see offer. Button type is going to be web URL. And this is where your affiliate details will go in. Sorry, I've just made a sale. Chatammo.com. Let's just quickly check that. Right. So we've got the see the offer. And that's it. We're just going to leave it really, really simple on this one. Right. There's next post back. We're going to have this one as what am I doing? I need the sequence first. So this one's going to be a daily. So it's going to be non-promotional, right? We're not allowed to go out and promote straight away. So this one's going to be day 2. And the title is going to be download opt in. Right. And text. Just as a quickie, I thought you might like to have the opt-in page that we are using to convert people on our offers. Don't worry, it is 100% free if you would like it, and we give you the training and lead magnet for you to use. Right, so now we've got the train and the lead magnet. We're going to give them that. Now, I just want to show you something quite quickly. Yeah, I'll show you this. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to share this. Right, we're going to share this actual page with them. Now, we don't just want to do a straight share. Now, Groove does say that they credit all affiliates with all affiliate sales. However, just to be on the safe side, I always like to, like I say, do belts and braces. So what I would do is I go into settings, I go into share site, I then copy this link here. All right, exit from that there, and then we're going to Groove Affiliate. All right, now within Groove Affiliate is one of my Groove accounts. We're going to go into Promote. We're going to look for promotions and links, and we're going to click right here. And then we're going to go into custom landing pages. Now, as you can see, I've already done it. So you're going to add a new landing page. It's going to be right there. You're going to name the landing page and put the link in there, and then click on create. Now, this means this is the link that you're now going to share. So as soon as you share that link, somebody is now credited straight away to be your Groove customer. All right. Now, with this one here, I've already done it onto this site. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. I'm going to find the link for day 2 on this site. So I'm going to go here, look for day 2. Oh God, log back in again. Right, we're gonna somebody's made a commission. Right, so Groove pages. Look for journey for traffic. I want page 2 right here. And what I'm going to do, click on that one. So it pops up. I'm going to click on publish, and then we're going to copy to clipboard. Right, so really simple stuff. So this button's going to take them there. And on there, we actually have my freebie. So you just need to change the button. So button text is going to be download opt in. Button type is going to be URL. And boom, all done. Right, so we've now got them downloading the next day. Now, what else we're going to do is we need to do a new sequence. So we need to do a little sequence thing. Let's get the other. And this sequence item is going to be day 3. All right, because we want to remind them that every day they have a new bit of training coming. So we'll put this one as day 3. Day 3. Done. And text. Now this one you're obviously going to talk about what you're going to train them on. So we have new training for. We have your day 3 training ready for you. Right. Please click link and see how you can be using Facebook posts to drive more traffic to your phone. Right. So we're going to okay that one. I'm going to give them a button and learn Facebook Day 3. Day 3 traffic hack. I'm going to make that one a web URL as well. So let's go into here, into there, and we're going to find day 3. So I'm going to click on day 3, go to publish, and copy the link. Really easy stuff. Right, so let's just paste that URL in there. Done. And then we can add day 4 and day 5, right? So let's just go down here. Day 4. Apart from I can't see. I need to zoom out. Oh, don't buy Apple Magic Mouse. Terrible. Right. So this one's going to be daily. It's going to be day 4. Done. Your post back is going to be day 4. 4. Done. And day 4 training is now live. The day 4 training is now live. Please follow the link. Right, so let's just do that one. And obviously we're going to go back again. And we're going to go into day 4. Right, so everything is just simple. All we're doing is just following along a really simple pathway. And obviously you can go in here and you can make this completely your own. So you can go in and change any part of this. The important part is that we're building up your email list. So day 4 list hack. Right, button type is going to be web URL. Boom. Right, and then finally we want day 5. Pretty sure you could have guessed that one. Right, just get the little thing on there. And we'll just pull him down here a little bit. Daily. Day 5. You see how this is going to be more engaging, because all of a sudden we're going to get an 80% open rate. So it means we're going to get more people coming through. Now, what that then means as well, already you've told them about Chat Ammo once. Plus it has the links on. You're going to change all of the links to your own affiliate links along the bottom. You've now given them a Groove account as well. So if they upgrade their Groove account, you're now going to get paid. And now we can start really getting into the sort of marketing, because this is the last day. So, hooray. 5 training is now live. Please click the button to get your training. Right. Hey. Right. So that one's the day 5 training. So again, going to go into here. We're going to click on this. Going to click on day 5. We're going to hit the publish, and we're going to copy that page. Right. This is how simple your chatbots can actually be. So all these are is just little flows. They're just going to come in every day. Day 5 training, and that's going to be a web URL. Post the URL in there. Right. So within day 5 and whatnot, what I might do is I might actually make that about your Facebook business page and why you should be using a Facebook business page. Now you can see how simple this actually is, right? It's nothing complicated. We've just put one little message, one little button to click so they can go download their thing. We've now got 5 days. Well, we've actually got 6 follow-ups. So we've got the follow-up saying, did you get your training? If you did, awesome. If you didn't, no problem. And we can keep on adding. We can add more and more of these sequences. We can add the sequences onto here. We can continue on with these sequences as much as what we want to do, right? But for now, I'm just going to keep this really simple, really basic, so you're not going to get lost off. So some components have no data. Oh, Get email. That was silly of us. Okay, so I didn't save it. Right, so let's get your training for affiliate traffic for free. Please enter your best email in case we lose you. Right. So reply type, email, exactly the same as what we've done. When attach an email copy, email, keep on going down here, all the way at the bottom. And what I didn't do last time, because I'm stupid, is I didn't click on done. Now you can put a skip button. However, I wouldn't put a skip button because we want to be building up as many email lists, as many of the things that we own as possible. Right. So this is going to give us the stuff that we own. Right. So we're going to have their email address, we're going to have them on Messenger. So we're going to get between 16 and 22% open rate on the email. We're going to get an 80% open rate on the Messenger. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a video down below of David Lemon going through how to set up the email accounts because I got lost off because I'm not that bright. So I'm going to put David Lemon's as well. So we're going to have this video, we're going to have David Lemon's video. I'll then go into show you how to get an account and get your emails all set up and